Pozdravljeni, moje ime je Mojmir in vi ste v Kuhinji za najboljše. Danes gremo čez lužo in sicer v Severno Ameriko. Ugotovili bomo, da Američani, ki sicer slovijo kot žar mojstri, ne jejo samo hamburgerjev, ampak je njihova prehrana zelo raznolika. Danes je z vami Joe. Hi Joe.
Hi, Mojmir, it's great to be here.
Welcome. So, can you tell us what we're going to prepare today?
Well, we've got some beautiful beef here today and a couple of different dishes. The kitchen's going to smell very good by the time we're done, I guarantee.
I like that.
The first dish we're going to cook is something called cutlets. It's my old family recipe that my mother made from when I was very young. It's going to be very thinly sliced beef that's going to be dipped in a couple of things and then fried in some olive oil.
Sounds good.
And then we have some beautiful T-bone steaks here that we're going to grill or barbecue. We'll discuss that later.
Yeah, let's do
And we
that.
have some potatoes for baking and some onions, beautiful onions that are going to turn into some wonderful onion rings later.
Okay, sounds delicious.
I think so.
I suggest you start with the cutlet since it's your family recipe,
Happy.
and I'll do magic with the T-bones.
Please, take your magic wand and...
Yeah, let's start magic.
Okay.
So, Joe, what brought you to Slovenia?
Well, I and my wife both work at the embassy of the United States here in Ljubljana.
Okay.
And we've been here for about a year and a half. We have a daughter who is 13 years old, who also lives here, and she goes to school here. And we've been really enjoying our time in Slovenia and all the beautiful things here.
That sounds good. So you're cutting the meat very thin.
Yeah, I'm trying to get it nice and thin. It's just kind of a relative of schnitzel, I think. It's the same family, but different seasonings.
Medtem ko Joe reže svojo govedino, bom jaz začinil naše T-bone. In sicer danes smo se odločili za zelo preprosto varianto, zelo osnovno. Imamo zelo lep kos mesa, hočemo ohraniti njegov okus, res ta prav okus po govedini. Zato bomo dali samo poper in pa svež timijan, ki ga bomo samo natrgali. Solili bomo na koncu, nočemo, da se meso izsuši že med pečenjem, da ostane sočen. Tako. Utremo v meso. Zrezke postavimo v posodo. Čez meso polijemo malenkost olivnega olja, da malo poveže vse te arome. Pokrijemo s folijo in damo v hladilnik čez noč. Jaz sem to sicer naredil že včeraj, sem vzel ravno tako 2 zrezke, jih mariniral, ki jih bomo kasneje tudi spekli.
Za katlet s stročjim fižolom potrebujemo 500 g govejega stegna, 100 g drobtin, 150 g parmezana, 2 jajci, 5 strokov česna, peteršilj, baziliko, deciliter in pol rastlinskega olja in 200 g zelenega stročjega fižola. Recept najdete na ave.si.
So, Joe, what have you done till now?
Well, I've gotten
What are you doing?
the beef sliced a little bit here. I've got enough for what we're going to need. And now I'm cutting up some fresh parsley and basil. And they're going to go in actually both halves of what we're going to dip the meat in. I think when my mother was making this dish, she used beef because typically I think the Italians would use veal in their cooking, but veal was a lot more expensive. So when people were trying to economize, they would use beef instead of veal. But this works pretty well with beef.
So, if this is your mother recipe and it comes from Italy, that means your roots come from Italy also.
That's right. My grandparents went from Italy to the United States around 1900. And they moved to New York State.
That's a long time ago.
It is. So yes, this recipe, I'm not quite sure when my mother started cooking this, but it was cooked as a family recipe as long as I can remember. So, and it was one of our favorites. But it takes quite a bit of effort, so it's not something you do every weeknight.
Yeah.
Something, maybe on a weekend or something.
So basically, America's a melting pot.
Absolutely.
If you can explain us, what does that actually mean? How is it seen in America on the streets?
Well, obviously there were Native Americans living in North America when Europeans first arrived, but Europeans and people from other parts of the world all have come to the United States, and mixed together, as they say, in a pot, and that's where the melting pot comes together, and brought their own cuisines and their own culture. And so when you go to the United States, some of people's favorite foods are not necessarily things like hamburgers and steaks and things like that, but foods from different ethnic groups, like Mexican food, Italian food, Asian food, are all very popular.
Okay.
So I put the herbs in both in the egg mixture, and in the breadcrumbs.
And the breadcrumbs.
And I'm going to add, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take a bit larger bowl and put the breadcrumbs and herb mixture, which I'll toss together a little bit, in here. And then I'm going to add about the equal amount and volume of grated pecorino cheese.
Cream cheese. Okay, that's actually Parmesan.
Oh, it's Parmesan. That works just as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So this adds quite a bit. Well, it adds some salt already, so you don't have to add too much
You
salt
don't
and
need
pepper.
it.
Well,
Yeah.
you need some, but depends
Okay.
on how salty your cheese is on that day. And I'm going to borrow your pepper and salt.
Yes, of course. Medtem ko Joe pripravlja svojo oziroma panado, jaz pripravljam čebulne obročke, ki jih bom namočil v moko, jajce in nato spet v moko. To jih bom ucvrl, da bodo zlato rjavi, fajn hrustljavi. So Joe,
Yes.
onion rings, it's basically a typical American dish.
It is. It's something you'd find at a place where they serve steaks or hamburgers. Not quite as common as French fried potatoes, but
Yeah, of course.
but very popular and something that people enjoy, along with occasionally some other vegetables that get deep fried. But probably the most popular are certainly onion rings.
Okay. So we're ready to
Yeah, we're ready to start
deep the cutlets.
to fry them. Yeah. So I'm going to get some oil in my pan over here.
Okay. Here's your plate.
Let me prepare them first.
Yeah, we're gonna clean up a little bit.
Okay. And the thing with the cutlets is they get dipped in one thing twice and just the other thing just once. So I'm going to start by dipping the beef in the breadcrumb and cheese mixture.
Okay, and meanwhile I'm gonna put the potatoes in our tin foil
Okay.
and bake them.
Then I dip it into the egg mixture.
Okay, and then back again.
Back again, and that's what they look like before. I usually find that I need to sort of use my hand to make sure that the breadcrumbs and cheese stick to the cutlets, because you don't want them to separate when they're frying.
Takole, jaz sem krompir zabil v alu folijo, zdaj bom dal to v pečico na 160 stopinj na suhi zrak in pustil v pečici približno 40 minut, da se speče. So Joe, I've put the potatoes in the oven. Now if you can tell me in few words, what defines your country's cuisine? Does the melting pot
Influence?
Yeah,
Yes,
influences
it
the-
does. A great deal, because chefs come from different ethnic backgrounds, and they bring their seasonings that they know of from their culture to America, and they create new things that are mixtures of different cuisines. You might, find somebody making a Mexican dish with an Asian influence, or a Thai dish with an Italian influence. You find all sorts of strange mixtures, and there's just a lot of creativity.
It's actually literally a melting pot of
It is.
everything from the world.
It is. It's amazing. And there are a lot of ingredients in the United States that are very good. American beef is very good quality.
Yeah, it's
often very tender.
world known.
Yeah. I'm going to chop up some vegetables that we'll use a little bit later.
Uporabili bomo mladi grah, ki je zelo hrustljav, ki ga bomo prišparili in popekli na ostankih od katlecov, saj bo dodalo to še dodatni okus, sok od mesa se spojil z okusom graha in bomo dobili zelo izjemno prilogo. Jaz ta čas pečem čebulne obročke, segrel sem posodo za katlec, kamor bi jih bo Joe dal. So Joe, we're going to put some olive oil for the cutlets. Yeah. How many? You can just say it to me.
Oh, it's going to cover the bottom of the pan and maybe be about that deep.
Okay.
Right. The whole vegetable thing with this came about when, after we finished making cutlets, we noticed there are all these delicious drippings left in the bottom of the pan, and you don't want to
You don't want to throw
You don't throw them away,
Yeah, of
but
course.
you don't, you know. So what we'll do is after we cook the cutlets, that's good, I think.
Yeah.
We'll drain off the excess oil, and then we'll cook these in the drippings, and they'll absorb the flavor.
It's actually like making a sauce
Exactly.
from a roast.
We're deglazing it with
Yeah,
a vegetable. Perfect.
sounds nice. So I think this is hot and ready for you.
See if we get a nice sizzle when we put these in the oil.
I think it's gonna be.
Oh, very nice. Yeah, that's good.
Smells delicious. The basil, the parsley, all mixing together.
There we go. So you keep an eye on them. You wait till the first side gets nice,
Yeah, and
nice color,
I
and
think
then
that
turn them over.
if you can grab the T-bones for me from the refrigerator,
Sure.
we can start also with that.
I'll wake them up because I know they've been sleeping overnight.
Yeah, they're don't wake them up too fast
Okay.
because they get cranky.
Okay, will be good.
Za T-bone na žaru ocvrte čebulne obročke in pečen krompir v foliji potrebujemo 4 T-bone stejke, začimbno mešanico za grill kotani, 100 ml rastlinskega olja, 3 čebule, 200 g moke, 2 jajci in 500 g mladega krompirja. Recept najdete na ave.si.
Tako, čebulni obročki morajo dobiti malenkost rjavkasto zlato barvo, takrat vemo, da bodo fajn hrustljavi. So, Joe, we
Yes.
cut the cutlets, we don't turn them around a lot.
No,
Just once.
Just once. Just once will do.
Tako kot pri vsakem dobrem zrezku, tudi katlece, samo enkrat obrnemo, jih ne obračamo večkrat. Takole, čebulo smo ocvrli, smo jo dali v papir, da se odsedi. Ta čas smo že tudi obrnili naše katlec, pustili jih bomo še par minut, da se popečejo še na drugi strani in nato šli na T-bone. Okay, Joe, I think the cutlets are done.
I'm going to start taking them out, and this is the kind of color you want.
Yeah, it's actually golden brown,
Yeah.
dark brown. We can see it's crispy, juicy inside.
We hope so.
We know so, Joe.
I
Okay.
feel more confident. We'll put these over here for now.
Yeah, let them stay.
Okay.
Takole, medtem ko bo Joe naredil prilogo, bom jaz začel peči naše T-bone zrezke. T-bone je iz kratkega hrbta odrezan kos mesa, na katerega se še vedno drži kost v obliki črke T, kar vidimo tukaj. Moramo paziti, da je zelo vročo ponev, ko ga damo gor. Lepo se bodo poznale črte od žar plošče. Pravi T-bone mora biti sočen, fajn zapečen, od zunaj noter še rdečkast ob kosti, še vedno rdeč in zelo sočen. Takole v ponev ne dajemo olja, ker smo olje že polili po zrezku. Preverimo, če je ponev vroča. Tako, še ni dosti, še malo počakamo. Medtem pa, Joe,
Yes.
So you do a lot of picnics in America.
We do, when the weather's right.
What does the word picnic mean in America? What do you do? What do you eat? What do you drink?
The most normal picture of a picnic would be you throw a blanket on the ground and you have a basket with some food you brought from home, and maybe it's sandwiches or maybe some sweets, and then maybe you have beer or you have wine or you have soft drinks, and you sit around and have potato salad, something like that, with the sandwiches. Sometimes it's more complicated, but that's what a simple picnic looks like.
Kar je Joe povedal, Američani zelo drugače razumejo besedo piknik, medtem ko pri nas vsi vemo, da beseda piknik pomeni, da prižgemo žar, gor vržemo čevapčiče, zrezke, zrebrnice, lahko tudi T-bone, medtem ko mislim, da v Ameriki temu malo drugače rečejo. So, Joe, what do you say in America if we do something like this today? What is it called?
I would say if we're cooking this, we're typically cooking this on a grill, we would call it a barbecue. And that's, kind of the term for something that would be more fancy with more cooked meat, freshly cooked meat.
Okay, and the sides and everything
Yes.
along.
Yep.
I think this is hot enough. Takole, ponev imam glih prav veliko za dva lepa zrezka. Takole. Kot ste videli, prej sem tudi ob strani odrezal tisto trdo maščobo oziroma kožo, da ne skrči zrezka, da bo lepo enake oblike. Potem pa bo Joe pripravil prilogo. Joe, you're basically gonna cook the beans in the leftovers of the cutlets.
Am I ready to go?
You're ready to go.
Okay.
Please do.
I'm going to use some of the leftover egg and breadcrumb and cheese mixture in here as well. We'll get these in here.
So actually, Joe, what's the difference between a barbecue picnic, a barbecue night, and a grill evening, grill picnic?
You know, sometimes the words can be interchangeable. You can use one word or the other. But I might say, okay, what do you want to have for dinner tonight? Oh, let's grill some steaks. We'll grill some steaks outside, or we'll grill some hamburgers. I could say, I'm going to go out and we'll barbecue some steaks.
Okay.
But, you know, I wouldn't use the word grill if I was going to take some ribs and smoke them for 24 hours, you know.
So basically, if we say barbecue, it means we're gonna do a lot more than just grill.
Yes.
We're gonna smoke something. We're gonna slow cook something. We're gonna
special
do
seasonings,
sauces, spices, sides, and everything.
Yeah.
In other words, we could say a barbecue is actually a good dinner. It's a fine cuisine.
Yes, it is. And it's, especially in the southern United States, barbecue is maybe the thing they're most proud of.
Really?
And, it's considered the height of the cuisine. We had presidents who come from Texas, all from Lyndon Johnson to George Bush, and when they invite people to their houses, they, world leaders, they would have a barbecue. So that was what they were proud of. That was the cuisine that they were.
Well, I heard that in America, it's a big honor for a chef that goes cook for the U.S. presidents. And I was looking, they usually do a barbecue night or throw something on the grill, and they do it in glamour.
Yeah, it's not considered too informal for even served at the White House. So yes, barbecue happens at the White House frequently because people who do barbecues vote.
That's also true. Okay, so I think the beans are ready.
Yes, I think so.
Priloga je končana, krompir bo počasi pečen. Za T-bone počakamo še kakšno minutko, nato jih obrnemo. Kot sem že prej omenil, na eni strani, na drugi, nič več obračanja. Zrezek bi moral biti odličen in nato lahko serviramo. Takole, naši T-boni so lepo pečeni. Takole pekli smo jih približno medium, torej da bodo še rožnati. Vsak zrezek, vsaka pečenka, ko jo pečemo, mora počivati, da se fajn soki naberejo noter, zato bomo te naše T-bone pustili par minut, da se odpočijo. Ta čas bom vzel krompir iz pečice, Joe bo pa začel že nalagati svoje jed. Joe, please.
Okay, let's serve.
Tako diši po krompirju, lepem pečenem. To ponavadi, če smo na pikniku ali zunaj, lahko zavijemo v folijo in vržemo v žerjavico. Takole, pustimo, da se malenkost ohladijo. Preden smo dali krompir peč, ga nismo nič začinili. Pustimo to na koncu, ga prerežemo na pol. Tudi hočemo čisti okus krompirja, malo popra, malo soli. Tako, naši zrezki so se odpočili, jih lahko začnemo počasi rezati. In sedaj, kot vidimo, T-bone ima kost v obliki črke T. Zarežemo pri kosti. Še na drugi strani. In gremo, da dobimo lepo en velik zrezek ven in manjšega. In pa na to narežemo zrezek na približno centimeter debele rezine. Če imamo na pikniku povabljence, si lahko to sami naredijo, lahko jim mi olajšamo delo. Lepo zgleda, če lepo sestavimo na to nazaj. Zrezek, kost, kot vidite, je pri kosti zrezek še vedno rožnat. Tako. Kot ste opazili, nismo prej nič solili mesa, naredimo to zdaj. Samo sol, fajn diši po timijanu. Zrezek solimo.
Beautiful.
In pa za na konec še po krompirju dodamo malo sočnosti z olivnim oljem. In pa po mesu. So Joe, I think we're almost done. If we want a perfect barbecue, we need something to drink. Alongside, I have a great bottle of white wine. It's a dry wine. It goes well also with the beef and the potatoes and the beans.
Great.
Torej, kot sem rekel, poleg bi spili lahko tudi eno suho belo vino na kakšen poletni dan. Z mojim gostom Joeom sva pripravila dve zelo odlični jedi, in sicer prvo, ki izhaja iz njegovih italijanskih korenin, in sicer govedina, popečena v siru in drobtinah, zraven pa na njihovi osnovi malo mladega fižola in pa klasiko ameriško čebulni obročki, T-bone steak, sočno pečen in pa v foliji pečen krompir. Rad bi se zahvalil. Joe, thank you for coming.
Hvala lepa.
I hope you enjoy the rest of your stay in Slovenia.
Great, having a great time here.
And we wish the spectators dober tek.
Dober tek.